Alright guys, so we got a pretty weird video today. This came across my YouTube and I haven't even watched it yet, but I kind of thought that it would be a good video to do one of those react ones to. So the last time I did this, you guys enjoyed it, so we'll give it another go. And we got 30 machines making people rich in 2025, and you've never heard of them. So I did, I watched, I think the first 30 seconds of it, or whatever YouTube gives you when you're doing the preview and you don't actually click on the video. So I don't know, we'll see what this is, man. It's kind of interesting. So I thought it might be pretty good. Let's just get into it. Let's go ahead and start it over again. It's got some views, 206,000 views, and it was only published a month ago. Are we gonna get some sauce in here? Let's see what we got.
Welcome to Business Money. In 2025, these machines are making people rich, and chances are you've never even heard of them. Let's explore the hidden gems that could change your future. This machine allows for customizing t-shirts, tank tops, and other garments using
This thing, so an embosser machine, these are pretty cool. Again, this is how I think I got hooked on the video. These are cool, but the thing is that the plates are super expensive. Like the actual plates that you use to press the designs, those are super expensive. So
high temperature, the press imprints a permanent design onto fabric, adding more variety to clothing. Ready-made templates are often used, although more advanced models can operate without them. Depending on the fabric's color and the press's settings, the print can even take on different shades. This press is suitable for printing on standard fabrics, denim.
So what does he mean by ready-made templates? Like, what would be some examples of that, I guess? Like flowers maybe or something?
And leather, and would be a great addition to a textile business. The cost of such a press starts at $1,500.
Yeah, these are they're cool, but again, the thing is those plates. So if you wanted to do a custom design, you would need to have that plate CNC'd out. So that is kind of the limitation in that regard. I think if you wanted to order shirts with your own custom embossed logo, the minimums are going to be 10,000, and you're even going to have to order from overseas to get that. If you wanted to order from someone in the US, it's seriously, it's limited to big boys like Adidas, Nike. Yeah, it's going to be hard to get one of these things, but they're cool nonetheless. And the other thing is $1,500, that's probably just for the machine, and then you have to pay for the shipping overseas, and then you also, I assume, need an air compressor to run this, but I'm not certain on that.
The Ever Cutting Plotter is not your average plotter. It specializes in outlining.
What is, there's this is like a knockoff of the name brand. I can't remember what it's called. It starts with an S, I think. I'll have to put it up on screen. But Weaver is, I think, the Chinese Amazon version.
Prints and cutting them out primarily from vinyl sheets. And beyond that, it gives them a very precise shape using robotic algorithms similar to those used in 3D printers. You only need to invest about $400, and depending on the plotter's working area size, options range from 23 to 50 plus inches. The resulting templates can be used both in the production of small stickers costing $5 to $10 and in making banners, cards, and signs for businesses, yielding profits of $100.
So it is just a cutter at the end of the day. You got to remember that. So if you wanted to use it for making stickers or something, you're still going to need something to actually print the stickers.
And more, not to mention the potential to produce decorative elements for cars and home interiors, which can earn significantly more. Thus, even focusing solely on vinyl sheet cutting, the cost of this plotter can be recovered in less than a month, providing a good source of income with minimal investment, and with effort, the potential to earn over $2,000 per month.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely people who have vinyl businesses, so I mean, it could be interesting. What the heck is? Oh my! Bro, I never knew how these were made.
less profitable as a hanger manufacturer.
How much are these things, bro?
Machine. This seemingly trivial product is of interest to laundries, cloakrooms, and retail outlets that resell the product to household consumers. Mass production of such hangers can be set up using these machines with prices starting from $5,000. They can produce 20 to 30 hangers per minute.
$5,000 for that machine?
And support several types
I don't know about that.
of wire. At a minimum, 8,100.
I mean, maybe actually. It doesn't look too bad.
160 hangers can be produced in one working day. When sold wholesale at 25 to 30 cents per piece, the margin comes to $2,400. Depending on the sales strategy, the return on investment for such a machine could range from 2 to 3 days to a month. Advantages also include ease of use and only the need for monthly inspections, lubrication, and keeping the workspace clean, making a garage or spacious utility room a suitable setup.
Again, I don't know how many people there are buying hangers in bulk. But it's like, it's also, you're limited to that specific hanger. Like, what if they want plastic or wood ones, or they don't want that little divot in there? What are you going to do then? This machine only makes one kind, it looks like. Maybe you can switch out these plates right here. It does look like there are screws on them, so I don't know. I mean, again, it's definitely an idea, but I think you might have a hard time selling the product. What the heck are those?
Another profitable garage business idea can be realized using a scrubber making machine. This device winds steel wire in such a way that it forms.
Okay, I mean, the first two, I've heard of those. The hanger one, obviously, like, there's got to be a hanger machine that like makes hangers. I knew that, hadn't seen it. This one is actually true to the title. I have never heard of this.
Scrubbers, a very popular and widespread kitchen product with a cost of $1,000 to $3,000. The machine can produce 10 to 12 kilograms of scrubbers per hour. Considering that even 20 scrubbers priced at 50 cents each weigh almost nothing, a full day of operation can yield products worth up to $10,000. Proper use of this machine can make its owner rich by selling scrubbers in bulk to stores, market stalls, or directly to customers.
I mean, honestly, that, again, it's all about the market, though. I don't know who you would be able to sell that to. Why did he chuck it?
Artificial stone panel machine, a garage business idea. This machine produces decorative wall panels from liquid polyurethane, which hardens in a mold with a stone-like texture. Such panels are popular.
Where are you getting that, though, bro? Where are you getting?
For decorating interiors and the facades of private homes. The estimated cost of the equipment is from $3,000. One operator can make up to 30 to 50 panels a day, with the production cost of each around $2 to $3. They sell for $10 to $15 each, generating a margin of up to $400 to $600 per day. The machine fits easily in a garage and is suitable for launching a profitable business with minimal investment.
That one was honestly kind of interesting because I could maybe see a market for that. Like down here in Houston, these like custom pool builders, they go crazy, man. They like, some people are paying like $80,000 for a pool, and that's sometimes like the starting. So being able, if like, I'm not sure how customizable those molds were, or even really what the intended use case was, but those I could possibly see a use being like to have it here. I mean, I think a lot more manufacturing should be here in the US as it is, but that specifically, since they're so big, and having like them produced locally could reduce the shipping costs. And like, these are so big, but they're also lightweight, so they're like very prohibitively expensive to ship. I don't know, that's a pretty interesting one. I just don't think that the actual equipment is actually all this easy and this cheap. Like, what about the actual, because I assume it's like a two-part chemical that is mixed into that like boiler system, How much is that?
Mint.
And what about like the fumes and stuff with this? Because from what I know about this expanding foam, it produces like heat and fumes. What do we have here?
Nail making machine Z94-3C, a profitable home-based small business idea. This machine produces up to 280 nails per minute from wire with a diameter of 2 to 3.5 millimeters and a length of 40 to 80 millimeter.
This is pretty cool. I think, again, more manufacturing needs to be brought back to the US. And Smarter Every Day just did a video about trying to build a product in the US and how difficult it was. I think he was talking about a screw specifically, how he was like literally unable to buy a made in the US screw, like through and through, like verifiably made in the US. And something like this, if you could just buy the machine, and then I didn't know that all it takes in is raw like wire steel like that. Maybe it is different for screws versus nails, but again, being able to have this manufacturing capability back here in the US and seeing that it's only done with a machine that's relatively small and simple, that's pretty interesting.
That's approximately 1 kilogram of output per minute. Nails are widely used in construction, renovation, and furniture manufacturing. The approximate cost of the equipment is from $2,500. More than 100 kilograms of nails can be produced per day. When sold wholesale at $1 to $1.5 per kilogram, the margin can reach up to $100 per day or more with direct sales. The machine takes up little space, is easy to maintain, and pays for itself quickly. Ideal for launching a simple and reliable home business.
I mean, I think reliable is fair, because if you can find someone to buy your nails, they'll probably end up being a customer for life. Like, as long as you can keep your prices competitive and consistent, there's always going to be a need, right?
With this machine, steel and aluminum sheets can be transformed into real metal roofing tiles. Depending on the model, the method varies. The sheets may be bent
What is this, bro?
using rotating metal rollers or pressed periodically from both sides. The resulting metal tiles, which can be used as roofing for buildings under construction, are primarily of interest to builders and homeowners. On average, a tile sheet 1 meter wide costs around $4 to $5 per piece. These machines can easily produce up to 80 meters of roofing per hour, allowing for a profit margin of $320 per hour. The cost of such machines, requiring no special operating conditions, ranges from 10.
Is this guy like AI? Is this whole channel AI? I don't know anything about it, but that guy's lip sync is definitely not hooked up. And $10,000 for that machine? Is that true? I don't know if that's true. But again, this machine is gigantic, one. And two, this probably requires a decent amount of skill to operate. And then three, I assume that this is going to be quite power heavy and maybe even requiring some sort of like permitting process depending on where you are. It's an idea nonetheless, and I had not heard of that. But this is something that I feel like, again, would benefit from being done locally here in the US, especially like local to the area, to the home builder. Again, here in Houston, in Texas, they are building homes left and right here. So being able, I don't know if they're using roofing panels like that. That is one thing, but having it done locally, this is not something that you're going to want to ship and like build overseas, ship on a boat all the way over here just to use. I think these are probably built in the US or built very close by as it is already. So that is something to also consider.
$10,000 to $25,000.
$25,000.
And with active production, such high investments are quickly recouped.
So the other thing is this machine is very dangerous. And I don't even see any like safety guards or like laser or anything like that, but very dangerous.
Bevel or button maker. An interesting device for making buttons to wear on clothing. The buttons are assembled from several parts, and the image is cut from paper along the desired contour. The result is a sturdy badge in just a few seconds. Such a device can be useful not only for employee identification or selling custom buttons, but also for industrial production. The key is to stock up on enough components. This machine costs less than $100, and by purchasing several of them, you can secure.
Oh, is it like those like plastic buttons that you get at like Disney World?
A decent income with minimal investment, recouping the machine's cost in just a day of continuous badge production. And in a month with badge sales, you can earn at least.
I'm too much into coffee right now. My first thought was that this was an espresso maker.
$2,000, taking into account possible material costs.
That's pretty cool. I had not heard of that. That, again, I could see that making some sense. And that's something that you can definitely do in your garage, in your spare bedroom. You can even like do it in your kitchen and keep it under the sink or something like that. Maybe not under the sink, it's a little big, but...
How often have you come across coffee with some kind of print? The EveBot coffee printer machine is one of the gadgets that allows you to make designs on served coffee, and not only on coffee.
I have seen this. There's this like donut girl in Las Vegas who has this like donut shop. If you guys have ever been on YouTube Shorts, you might have seen it. She does something like this, so this is pretty cool. I wonder how much these are.
On any foamy drink, for example, beer. This automatic
beer?
Printer can apply either a ready-made design or a personalized one, even from an image on a mobile phone, thanks to QR code device connectivity. For $1,500 to $1,600, such a printer becomes an indispensable customer magnet in any coffee shop or bar, especially in resort or high-traffic areas,
I mean, if this thing is reliable, that's a good deal, because you can charge like $1 extra, and then if you get 1,500 sales, you've ROI'd, and then everything after that is gravy. I don't know. You could charge $1 extra just for like basic designs, $2 for custom designs.
It makes every pint of beer or cup of coffee.
That's a good idea for coffee shops. I don't know if it would work on beer. I feel like the beer foam doesn't last long enough.
Truly personalized and unique. Thus, by attracting more customers with a special touch, this coffee printer can easily pay.
Bro, can you imagine having a nozzle clog on your coffee printer?
For itself within a month of use. Artificial hedges are a fairly common element of outdoor decor. With this machine, large rolls of artificial hedging can be produced in just minutes. It can output between 550 and 900 meters per hour. The price of 1 meter of 1.
What is it building? Is it building that whole thing, or?
0.5 meter high hedge is approximately $2 to $3.
Cool.
So the machine can produce rolls worth about $1,000 per hour. Thus, the minimum daily margin is $8,000, with only minor material costs for the hedge and wire. It's worth noting that artificial hedging has a fairly narrow range of applications, primarily for decoration or as a covering for fences on private properties and garden areas. However, due to the labor-intensive nature of the work, demand for hedging is very high. The machine costs $20,000, and the investment in both the equipment and materials is quickly recouped.
Not bad.
Another manicure machine, Clockwork, simplifies the nail painting process as much as possible using 3D printing technology. All you need to do is select a polished color from a wide palette, insert the bottle into a separate compartment, apply the base coat, and place your nail under the printer spray, where the polish is applied in a very even and neat layer. This turns a process that usually takes at least half an hour into a task of just a few minutes.
That's
it significantly simplifies the lives of clients, as now they can make their nails look great simply by approaching this machine. Moreover, this nail printer can be highly profitable when placed in a...
Bro, this is so cool. How is this not more popular? Is it not like that? Like, why? This is so cool. I don't understand why this isn't on like every corner. I think I'll have to ask Michaela what she thinks about this, but like nail salons, Here in, again, Houston, whenever there is like a new retail strip center going up or anything like that, we can always count on there being a dentist, a nail salon, and a donut shop. Those are like the three places that they come with it. It's stock. So having the ability to have these machines, I don't know if those nail salons are going to be too happy.
A shopping mall, business center,
This
or
is cool.
resort area. Although currently the creators of this startup accept only individual orders at high prices, a single robot like this, easy to maintain, can bring up to $100,000 in net profit per year.
Dude, that's a cool machine. If that works as well as they're showing, that's cool. All right, my spidey senses are tingling with this one. We have red hot steel.
In today's world, traditional metal rebar is gradually being replaced by rebar made from composite materials such as fiber.
I think this is AI. Did you hear the way he said composite?
Is gradually being replaced by rebar made from composite materials such as fiberglass. Rebar made from such materials is significantly easier to manufacture, more reliable, and longer lasting.
Okay, so let me just get this straight. That looked like a factory as long as a football field. And it has this automated system.
Significantly easier to manufacture, more reliable, and longer lasting. Moreover, ready-made production lines for such rebar are being developed and sold, like this one from Composite Tech. It can produce 6 1-meter rods per minute simultaneously. The cost of 1 meter ranges from $1 to $5 depending on the purchase volume, but at a minimum, 60 meters of...
I have heard about this stuff before. I heard it was very expensive compared to normal rebar, though.
Rebar can be produced per hour. Thus, in 8 hours of work, the line can process 480 meters of raw material, bringing the owner at least $10,000 per month, taking into account the much lower cost of fiberglass and auxiliary materials, as well as possible premises costs, since such an automated facility won't fit in a garage. Cost of such a unit starts at $30,000, and although the price is quite high, with constant production and active sales, after all, rebar is an essential component in any building's construction. The investment can be recouped.
It's going to be one of those cost things, though. Like, I don't think you can, like, it's not something that you can package in a way that you can charge more for. It's going to just be like, is it stronger? Is it cheaper? I don't care. If it's not, then yeah.
In just a few months, resulting in an effective, though clearly not garage-sized, business. Today, manicures are a long and meticulous process, and even applying prints to nails takes time and effort. But there's an interesting solution for this too.
More?
Fingernails to go. This device, operating like a classic coffee vending machine, can quickly apply the desired, including personalized images to a customer's nails for a fee. All that's needed is to purchase a set of organic press-on nails and polish before applying the image. Prints can be applied to both natural nails and...
Wait, what?
Polish before applying the image. Prints can be applied to both natural nails and ready-made...
I gotta do all that before I can do this?
sets. This type of machine is commonly used by beauty salons, kiosk owners in malls, entrepreneurs in the beauty industry, and even vendors in resort areas. The average price of the equipment is around
I've never seen this, but again, I'm not the...
4,000 to
You let me know in the comments. I think there's like 20% of people who watch my videos are women, so those 20%, let me know.
It's not just a gadget, but a complete solution for quick services, gifts, and steady income.
Again, there's a lot of nail salons. These seem like they're not as, like they're definitely lower value. I don't know if everybody is going to be using these all the time. There's money in the nails though, man. There's money in beauty.
wooden pallets are an essential attribute at many construction sites, markets, and warehouses. Their usage is practically endless, and because of this, there is always demand for them, especially for high-quality ones capable of bearing much greater loads. This machine allows you to produce pallets on an industrial scale by fastening prepared boards with nails. At such working speed, 120 pallets are produced per hour, and up to 2,800 pallets can be made in a day of continuous production. The investment is quite large, around $20,000. However, this is offset by the production rate, considering the market price of $5 to $10 per pallet. It's possible to produce at least $10,000 worth of goods per day. With ideal setup, the machine can pay for itself in just a few days, and even at a more moderate pace, in 1 to 2 weeks at most. And since pallets are always in high demand, there will be no issues selling them.
It is like a disposable good, like they don't last forever, so that is nice to be selling those in that regard. But maybe they do, maybe they are made in the US, but I don't know where they are made, if they're coming from overseas or not. QT4-24/26 bricks making machine is a semi-automatic block machine suitable for construction or a full-fledged garage business. With it, you can produce concrete and cement blocks of various sizes. The variability of molds for compacting material allows for the creation of different shapes and purposes. In addition to utilitarian bricks, these include decorative blocks and concrete floor tiles. Despite the high cost, ranging from $4,000 to $6,000, this block machine has many advantages, primarily the high production speed. It just like throws the stuff at the guy.
With a 24-second cycle, it can produce at least 8 bricks per minute, about 3,000
I wanted to see the finished product.
bricks per day. At a minimum sale price of $1 per brick, you can reach a $3,000 margin per working day. Operating this machine is not complicated, but it does require a constant supply of raw materials and a clean workspace, which makes a garage a suitable location.
Are your guys' garages clean? I wouldn't describe mine as clean.
Modern technologies are used not only in manufacturing, but also in the agricultural sector. For example, this gadget from Philip PG, a smart plastic stand with sensors, provides all the necessary information about a beehive. After being placed under a hive, it reveals critical data such as the hive's weight, temperature, and humidity. This information can be received via SMS or a dedicated app by linking your phone to the device. The use of GSM communication allows you to monitor the state of the bees and honey production at any distance from the apiary, any time, and under any conditions. The total cost of all components in this smart hive system is about $350.
Wait, so is it the hive or is it the stuff to make that system or whatever? Either way, guys, that's the video. So hopefully you guys got some new ideas or some inspiration from this. Some of them were some decent ideas, and there were some cool machines on there that I hadn't seen before or heard, but there was also a lot of some weird stuff. So let me know what you guys think, if there's anything that caught your eye, if there's anything other than this video, like something similar that you guys would like to see in the description. Let me know down below in the comments. I would love to make more videos like this. But yeah, hopefully this video was good. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.
In a world full of visions, dreams on the run, we needed a spark, now look what we've done. Just type it, describe it, watch it unfold.